You're listening to Process Server Daily, the show where hustle meets strategy in the high-stakes world of process serving. From elite pros to the new servers taking massive action, these are the voices of a rising industry. Hosted by the founder of 123 Legal Support, Mighty Mike Reed. This is your backstage pass to building a profitable process serving empire. Let's get into it.
What is up, you guys? I'm so excited. I used to go live all the time when the Mighty Mike podcast, and I interviewed lots of like high performing entrepreneurs in all kinds of different spaces. And I love the tools that you use to go live, and there's so many cool things you can do. But one of the things I want to get into right away is I want to let you know Mighty Process Server community is growing faster than ever. We started launching our ads. So we got ads actually running. You have probably seen them, Mighty Process Server ads. So far, I've just been running the testimonials and getting a lot of traction from that. Today, I might have some of my community members pop in. I'll bring them in one at a time to answer questions. Or you guys can put your questions in the chat and I will highlight you. So good job, Anthem Professional, for stepping up right away and leaving a comment. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it. Okay, so today we're going to go, there's a million and one things that we could go over today. And I want to get into some tactics and stuff. But mostly today is a Hangout sesh, okay? So Mighty Automation AI Hangout sesh. The reason why I'm calling it that is because I'm building and I'm doing a lot of the marketing and stuff that's necessary to build this automation. And as I was going through it, I was like, man, I could really show people kind of just like looking over my shoulder as I work on stuff. So you can actually see what it is maybe you could do. So comment below. Are you the type of person that likes to build stuff yourself? Or are you the type of person that wants somebody to do it for them? Because me and my team, we build websites, we set up automation systems, we do a lot of things, but I teach you how to do it. And that does two things that you should learn from if you're trying to learn marketing, which is what I do. By the way, if you don't know who I am, I built 123 Legal Support, invested in e-filing, 123efile.com, and I do all things process serving and automation and marketing. And so that's what we're doing here today. Okay, if you're a process server and you're like, what's this guy going to teach me? What's he talking about? I talk about all things about helping you get new customers, helping you get more customers. Okay, so if you're in my community and you're watching live and you want to come out on live, you're welcome to do that. Just go ahead and click the StreamYard link that is inside of our community, and we can go ahead and make it happen. So the first thing today is if you want to comment and you want your name to be shown, I believe StreamYard requires that you click on a link so you can get started. Okay, for the replays, Nettie, this is where you will start to edit this stuff out. I believe everybody at some point should have a marketing editor, somebody who edits all their videos, and Nettie does all mine, and she's amazing. So the first thing I just wanted to get into, back in the day, what I used to do, like 3 or 4 years ago, I would, when I built all the websites myself, is I would go live and let you see over my shoulder as I build. And so I'm going to do a little bit of that today. But first, I just want to know what if you're watching right now and you're watching the live, comment live. Okay, let YouTube know this is an important video. People are watching, they're excited about, and yeah. So we're live actually on LinkedIn as well. You know, in order to go live on LinkedIn, you actually have to apply, and then they approve you to go live on LinkedIn. And of course, my Mighty Website Builder, if you are one of our customers at Mighty Website Builder, you're going to see some of the things that we do to build your website. Because I know we're going live on the Mighty Website Builder Facebook page as well. So cool. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you guys for coming. All right, so let's go ahead and get into some stuff. So the first thing I'm gonna tell you is that everyone who attends today, who goes to the community, I'm going to put a special post that includes this thing. Let me do a screen share. Screen share. Okay. Everybody who stays to the end today, I'm actually going to give you a a copy of this SEO checklist. Now, this SEO checklist, I just want you to keep in mind, Neil Patel, he is the Buddha, okay, of marketing and SEO, basically the SEO stuff. And I paid for his $1,000 mastermind, his masterclass, which is going to come out pretty soon, where I'm going to get to do one-on-ones with him in a group setting. We get to ask him questions and go through stuff. But I have all of his digital marketing assets. And of course, I'm not going to share them here, but the things that I learn, I am going to put inside the community. So inside the community, see, there's the post telling the community about what we're doing here today. Mighty AI Hangout. Okay. The reason why it's Mighty AI is because we're going to use Mighty Automation. I'm going to show you some of the things that I'm doing, not just show you, I'm actually going to work on some stuff, which I think could be helpful for some people. So I'm actually going to do a post inside of our free community with this SEO checklist. Okay. So I'm going to give it to everybody for free, but you got to go get it inside the community. So if you don't know how to get to the community, go to mightyprocessserver.com and just click on get verified, and it'll actually take you directly into here. When it'll give you a button to join the community for free. Okay. If you want to join our directory, you're welcome to join our directory as well. Mighty Process Server directory. Okay, we've designed this mostly so that law firms help law firms, keep them from bouncing off. We want them to either find a process server and find one of you guys in our directory, right? Or to give us a call. Now, we've actually been getting a lot of calls from places where there are no servers on our directory. And so our support staff, Rods, who is amazing, she actually will reach out to you directly if you're not on our directory. She will invite you to the directory. She'll find out how much you charge. And she may just hire you. We may just pay you directly. But the goal really is to get you on the directory. Okay, that's the goal. So you just click on Get Verified right here, and you can go become a Mighty Premium member. And I give you a ton of free resources just as bonuses. Okay, but anyway, if you want to join for free here, you can join the MPS community. Just click on Join, and it'll take you here to the community for free. All right, so let's get into it. So you see we got Natasha on and Shannon, a bunch of other folks too, like are coming. If you haven't been in the community, it's absolutely free. It costs me quite a bit of money, but it's free to you. And I'm just piling in the resources. Okay, so one of the things I'm doing, I'm revamping this learning center right now. Today I've been going through all of the different courses and deciding what I want to add, and I'm really excited about the marketing. So what I want to go over today is I'm going to go over some of the things you need to do to get started to build your own website, because I'm going to be doing it myself. Okay, I'm going to be building a website I'm testing something that I think is going to be really cool. And so I'll just go ahead and tell you what it is. So if you go to, actually, let me go over here really quick. So, all right, let's see, get rid of that for a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up, I just don't want to put emails up because I immediately get destroyed by the algorithms if I share certain details, like emails and whatnot. Okay, so we're not going to do that. People's emails and stuff. So I'm going to try really hard not to do that. Okay, here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, we're going to have to come back to that. All right, so what I'm doing here is inside of the dashboard. Here we go. So inside of the website dashboard, let's bring this to the end so you can look over my shoulder. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to screen share. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys. Also, comment below. If you showed up for a certain reason and you're like, what, Mike, please tell me about this thing. Let me know that so I know how to help you guys. Okay. If you're live here inside the studio and I'm in the middle of teaching something, just be patient and I'll let you in, okay? I'll let you in to ask your question. So what I'm doing is I'm testing a theory that I have that AI is going to be prioritizing, not just see back in the day you used to be able to sign up for something. So like let's see here. I was putting some stuff. So your name, your area processserver.com, right? You'd put like Houston processserver.com, Orlando processserver.com. And that actually give you a lot of weight. Okay. I gave you a lot of pull with Google. But the problem is with AEO, they call it answer engine optimization, and AI coming out and all this kind of stuff. I've been studying it very intensely the last few weeks. And I think I'm correct in thinking that this is no longer going to matter. This is no longer going to matter. So I'm still going to teach it for now, but I am rolling out a new brand, tropicprocessserver.com. And in an effort to not compete with my own customers, okay, you guys, I am with the website and the directory and all this, right? This is going to be a premium brand. So let me just go ahead and enter in. I kind of got started a little bit, and I don't want to get carried away, but I just want to explain this to you a little bit. So my goal is to move to Tampa, and when I go to Tampa, Florida, and I find a really cool little condo or maybe someplace on the beach. I don't want to serve all the time, but when I do serve papers, legal documents, okay, not anytime soon, but when I go there, and maybe like a retirement thing, I want to be able to get paid, anywhere from $500 to $1,000 per serve. Okay. And that's what this is. So if you're like in Tampa, I know a few awesome people in Tampa. I'm not going to be your competitor. I'm going to be the guy that they found and they paid an ungodly amount of money to go serve a routine service, and I'm going to do it in my flip-flops. Okay, Hawaiian shirt, flip-flops. You can see the logo. I created it myself. Actually, this is the AI logos. Let me get out of here. Let me see if I can find it really quick. I gotta tell you, like, I love the beach, but more importantly, like as I'm building out this logo, this new brand, the goal really is to find something that says beach and vibes. Like I want to get hired to go out on a yacht and serve Jeff Bezos on his yacht. Okay. This is what this brand is all about. Okay. So I just really wanted to make it clear to people, like, this is not to compete with you. And so if you're brand new and you're like, how do you do all this? Okay. Let's get into some of the weeds here. Okay. Canva.com. I was talking to somebody today. He's built a, 7-figure business. He's making a lot of money. He's like, Mike, I don't even have an Instagram, right? And I'm like, you don't need an Instagram. I told him, I'm like, you just need to keep focusing on what you're doing. He's like, can you please look at my social? So I'm going to be looking at his social media, helping him out a little bit. He pays me a lot of money to do his marketing and his website and everything. So, but if he only learned, if I could give him one tip, it would be to use canva.com. Okay. Because if he wanted to do it himself and he wanted to take the time to do it himself, he could go to canva.com and he could create this thing all by himself, right? You just come over here. If you want to add elements, like one of the things we do for our website customers is we'll add, kind of like the bedazzled, but we'll Christmas theme their logo. So, if this was my logo, what I would do is I would put like a Christmas tree somewhere, and then you would add this back to the website, right? You'd put this on the website. Maybe you could remove this. No, you don't want to remove that. But you could put this like this. You could put some, a candy can on here. Okay. Like obviously we're not going to do this, but I'm just showing you how Canva works. It's super easy. Like anybody could use it. My daughter, who's like a really good artist actually, but she actually was making images for me on Canva, at 10 years old, I'd tell her, hey, I'll give you $10 for every image you make me, and she'd come in and make images and stuff. So even just as some of the symbols that we'll do something like that, like to bedazzle it, Christmas it up a little bit. And you can hit position and move it back, right? So Christmas is coming. If you want a Christmas theme logo, better than this, obviously, I'm just throwing this together here. Then let me know. But yeah, Canva is so easy to use. You do have to have a pro account if you want to do a lot of the stuff I'm doing. But you can see like how easy it was for me to create this logo. And I ended up uploading it to the site, and it was pretty simple. If you don't have a website with us, we have a builder, mightywebsitebuilder.com. We actually build the website for you. But what you see here, this is my own. I've changed this a little bit. This is my editor, Mighty Automation, but it's the same builder. We're using our same builder, but it's just at a different domain, right? So this is Mighty Automation. But yeah, it's still mightywebsitebuilder.com. And this editor is 99% what you're going to see. So I want to give you a couple little tips here. So being able to add an image, you could very quickly add an image. And those of you guys who have reached out to me and you're like, oh, the websites are so expensive. I want to show you something really quick. If you want to build this yourself and follow along with me, you can actually go to the pricing page. Okay, a Mighty Website Builder. And you can go to the $27 per month plan and choose one of these 4 templates that we built. See, I named this one Evergreen Scene because it's green. Too Good to Be Blue because it's blue. Okay. Seal the Teal because it's teal. And Scarlet Better because it's scarlet color. Isn't that great? So, you can come over here and you can look at the little previews of them. Now, these, see dashboard, mightywebsitebuilder.com. So you can see the full view. You can come over here and see what it would look like. You could change everything. You can change the colors too, by the way. But the editor on the Mighty Website Builder editor, you're able to do so many different things. Look, here she is trying to talk to me. If I wanted to, hey, how's it going? So let me get rid of that. Yeah. So that's what this is. This is the editor. So I just wanted to point that out to you that you could have this editor. You could do the things that I'm doing here for as low as $27. You can choose a template. There's no setup fee. If you want our designer, our top designer, Desi, to design it for you, she will come in and design it for you. There is $1,000. Okay. And we do have some discounts at our conferences. We always do discount conferences. Or if you're a Mighty Premium member, you can get 50% off the setup fee. But yeah, usually it's $1,000. Okay. So if you were going to edit this yourself, let's get into some of this. So I want to manage the image. I just click on Manage Image. I come over here, place, and I'm able to choose a new image, one of the images I have uploaded, or I can upload a new one. See, I can click on Upload. Come on now. There you go. And then you just choose a new image, whatever image you want, and it'll replace it. Okay. So that's my logo. That's it. If you see there's alt text, one of the things here inside the that I'm going to teach you that we're going to go over when it comes to website design is you want to make sure you're adding your alt text. So that's actually, this should say alt text. So you have your H1 title tags, your alt text, and all this stuff. I don't want to get too techy on you and lose all of you guys, but you want to make sure that you add this. What I usually do is I'll design the whole website first, and then I'll come back in here and add my alt text, add my using AI. We have our AI helper here on the back end. So if you look at this text right here, okay, there you go. It was there. See how it says H1 heading? It's not just like a preset, okay? It's not just a preset that helps you. I used to think that helps you change it really quickly from big to small. It does do that, but it's more important than that. An H1 title tag is what this is. You're tagging it as the title. Google will search. Imagine this title, this has a tag attached to it. And you don't see it, but what you do see it, because you see where it says right here, H1, see with the star. Okay. The star doesn't mean anything, actually. That's just what it is. It's a heading 1. So that tells Google, hey, this is an important part of the website. It's the title of this section. And so it reads it first and says, do the words in here match what the person who is searching is trying to find? If they search Tampa process server, okay, well, this is our subheading. Okay. But what I did is I actually changed it to H1 like a sneaky little ninja. Okay. Like a sneaky little ninja. So I have 2 H1s telling Google, hey, this is important too, just as important as the top one. And so Google's going to come and look and see process server in Tampa, Florida. This is just something I just threw together. I'm going to change it quite a bit, but just to give you an example, your H1 title tags, what they call it, are important. Okay. Having an image should be set up for lazy loading. This is another thing that you don't know until you know, but you need to have it set up for lazy loading. And there's a bunch of different things that you have to know about it. But basically, again, you want to make sure you have your H1 title tags, which we're going to do later. And we're going to, on the back end, we're actually going to tell on the page, we're going to tell the under pages settings. We're going to tell it. We're going to do a lot, actually. So before I go into that, let's finish up on our design conversation. So when it comes to design, you want to make sure that everything you do, all your social media, even if you made a billboard, like all the things you're doing, the goal is to get people to come back to your website. Okay, to increase conversions. Okay, so you need online ordering. So for what I'm building here today, I need to build an online order form for. Okay, and we use FormStack, but when you sign up for a website at Mighty Website Builder, it's the same setup fee, but if you pay for either business or professional, if you do the professional, it includes a form just like this one. And what we do is let me unshare for a second, log into this. But what we do is oh, that's easier. Oh, cool. So what we do is we build you a form, and it's completely custom to you. So whatever you need, whatever you want, however you want it built, we build it for you, and people are able to order from you directly on your website. So I'm going to bring up an example, and we're going to build this thing out. So MPS, let's see. Yeah, I could use this one. Okay, so I'm going to build this. So while I'm getting this set up here, comment below, are you a customer already? Do you have a way that you accept orders online? Like, I'm curious where we are, like, mentally. Do people, what's up, Charles? Charles Prophet. Charles Prophet. How's it going, bro? How's it going? Charles is the man. Patriot process. Okay, my Fiverr guy's messaging me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create, I think we made a form for you, didn't we, Charles? Let me see here. So let me just bring this up. I'm going to change this a little bit. Okay. I'm going to show you how to do this here in a second. I just want to keep as much as I can private when it comes to orders. On FormStack, when you get orders in through the system, you actually can see who ordered, and I don't want to show that. So Tropic process. Okay. So let's go into some stuff. Let's see what Charles said. Does FormStack have integrations with Zapier, or will it flow into Mighty Processor dashboard? That's a great question. Yes and yes. So yes, it uses Zapier. Of course, Zapier is awesome. You can use Zapier to make it do all the things you want it to do. But you can also, with our dashboard as it's coming out, you'll be able to do it. Sorry, I don't know how to do the live thing. Dude, you're doing great. Are you kidding me? You're actually participating. A lot of people are just watching and they don't say anything. Like, say something. Say, what is the name of your favorite TV show that you're skipping right now to watch my live? Now that you're thinking about it, you guys are gonna leave. Okay, no, you're not, because at the end I'm gonna give you a special gift. Okay. All right. So, oh yeah, let me share my screen again. Dun 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 dun. So we want to have our stuff dialed in. Okay. So let me just go ahead and share my screen. And what I want to do is I want to show you how easy this is. So, okay. No other comments right now. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, you saw I have my website here. Okay. I got the builder. We're going to start building something out. Okay. And I'm going to go kind of wide first, and then I'll go deep on one thing as we go, as you guys have questions or whatever. Because there's a lot, right? But I want to get this started so you could see what kind of what it looks like. So, tropic process, right? Okay, this image is a little bit needs to be fixed, but basically you have an online order form that takes orders, right? People can upload their documents. People could select a service. I'm going to change these. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get in here a little bit. So what's really cool is we can start with a template. So you don't have to start from scratch. If we build one of these forms for you, you're going to have everything. Okay. So I'm going to start at like just an obnoxious price. Okay. For $4.97. $4.97.50. That's funny. No, we're just gonna do $4.97. Okay. One little tip is, don't put dollar signs on this right hand side. It will completely ruin your life. You will not be able to do anything. Okay. Yeah, so it's freaking out about that. Okay. So standard service, $4.97. Okay. Attempt within 72 hours. I'm going to keep all the services the same, but I'm just going to make the pricing just crazy. Okay. Because I want to test it out and see, because I know Florida is one of those states where people will serve for $15. So if I can get it $4.97 for it and pay somebody else $50, they're going to love it to serve for $50. Okay. Which is wild. They're going to be super excited to serve for $50 or even $30 or whatever. And I'm going to get $4.97. It's just it's a no-brainer. There's so much margin available in Florida. I don't think people realize. Okay, for this, we're going to say $7.77, just to keep it for my memory's sake. I'll be able to remember this. Okay, this one's going to be one rush service within 24 hours. This one's going to be $14.97. And some of you guys are watching this because you haven't seen my other stuff and you're like, Mike, this is crazy. You're like, just stop. You're like tuning out. Kind of like when I was watching the Magic, Magic comes with a price. I forget what it's called. It'll come to me in a second. But the guy had to split his heart in two. Or no, he was going to die because he gave up his heart for his woman, and then he had to split his heart in two. I was like, I'm done. I'm out of here. Okay. And we're not even going to do on demand. Okay. No, I actually don't really want to serve priority or anything unless it's for a good fee. So let's make this one $14.97. And let's make this one almost double. The goal is like that one. First one is double because you want to jump. And then this one's going to be two. No, this one needs to be. Actually, I don't want to have a rush. I'm going to get rid of rush. So it's either priority or same day within 24 hours. Now, you saw what it was before on here. Like, you don't have to get crazy like this, right? I'm not saying you should. This is just me. I'm testing it out here. 4997. Okay. There we go. And you know what's crazy? Someone's going to pay me 4997. I promise you. It may not be tomorrow. It may not be this year. But someone. I mean, I've been paid $5,000 for a serve before. But for somebody just to pay you on your website without talking to you, that's kind of wild. That much money, right? This is your range. This is the 70 charts, making 70 charts. Okay. I started adding all of these additional fees, and it's crazy how people will almost always select it. So mailing affidavit, we're gonna do this one. 47. E-file affidavit upon completion. We'll do 97. And notarize. I don't even want to do notary actually, but you almost have to. I better leave this one kind of low actually. 55, I'll leave it. Okay. Because there are some laws in some states. I got to look up Florida. I'm not sure what it is. But I got to update my agreement. But my agreement does have quite a bit of verbiage that I'll use for you. You just have to look at it if you're going to do it. So this is a pretty good start. Okay, pretty good start. So now what I'll do, let's see if I can. Okay. ChatGPT. Let's see here. How I started a new project. If you haven't been using AI to do content stuff, you really should start. Okay. You really should start. Yeah, we're going to do a new project. We're going to call it Tropic Process. Create project. And what I'm going to do now, the thing to understand about this is, you want to teach it. Okay, you want to teach it how to respond to you. So let's go. Hopefully that doesn't cut off the other thing. Did that cut you guys off? Could you guys still hear me? Boom. That'll get you so many more Hawaiian shirts. Yeah, if I got paid, $5,000 for a serve, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. Good stuff. Funny guys. Appreciate the participation. All right. So yeah, what you want to do is you want to make sure you teach it. So let me go ahead and dictate to it. I hope you guys can still hear me. Let's see. I'm creating a process serving brand that is a premium that charges an increased amount for service of process in the state of Florida, potentially other tropic regions. This project is going to be the development of a website and marketing campaigns to support that effort. We will eventually get into more operational in the future. Okay, just something basic, okay? You tell it that, it thinks about it. It gives you the text. Okay? Yeah, you're building a premium processor and brand, Florida, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Uniform license, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's trying to give me ideas. Cool. So there's a lot here, okay? AI is going to give me a ton of stuff. ChatGPT 5 is like so smart. It's going to give you so many different things that I could spend the whole video tonight on this, but I'm not going to. I'm actually going to upload a picture. We'll get into some deep research later. This is a tool that they've added that integrated with Claude AI that is the most powerful deep research. It will do Google searches, searching all over the web to just help you decide what to do in certain things. We'll get into that later. But for now, let's go ahead and take our screenshot. It's already 7:30. Geez. All right. Create a pricing summary for my pricing page using these service levels. Remember, this is a premium service. And I will go anywhere. Even if I have to rent a helicopter or yacht. I always misspell that. Maybe that's why I don't have one yet. Yeah, why ACH? Yeah, CHC. Okay. I've never been a helicopter. Those prices are bold. You see that? You see how it's like, whoa, these prices are way higher. Now, the reason, a little bit more about why I chose this, is because the misconception in Florida is that they won't pay more than $50 or $65 for a serve in Florida. Like attorneys would refuse to do it. So I love busting through the norms of certain, states and what they believe and things like that. So this is going to be fun. Every service level includes. Okay, cool. So now I can take this. All right. No, not that. Oh, wait, down here. Okay. What do you mean my brand name? Oh, I didn't feed it that yet. So let me just feed it that really quick. What tips do you guys have? What do you guys think? What should I do? Comment what I should add in here. ChatGPT is named the Donna. She's my personal assistant and smart. Oh yeah, dude, Donna's a great name. The Donna. I've had one of my favorite clients was named Donna. That's a great name. The Donna. It's also from Suits, right? Okay, let's see. Rewrite, but include the brand Tropic Process Server. And let's go ahead and add some more details as far as the keywords for SEO. For example, skip tracing, surveillance. What else? Use your imagination. Other things that relate to process serving and surveillance and skip tracing. Thank you. You actually have to read this too, you guys, because some things will premium legal support. Travel process. We specialize premium process serving across Florida, from Miami to Jacksonville, Tampa to Florida Keys. See how it started adding keywords, certain cities, to help with SEO. We are a concierge choice for attorneys, law firms, corporations, private clients. Private clients means money, who require fast, discreet, and professional service and process. Whether it takes a private jet, yacht, or helicopter, our team. See how it added private jet? I didn't say that. That's awesome. Our team goes the extra mile to ensure legal. Okay, so this is how AI is taking things to the next level. We're gonna remove any emojis. I don't know about emojis on this. Okay, so let's go to our builder, and there's a services page. So the way that you get to your different pages on the builder is you click on services. As a services page. Each of these little tabs here are a page. Okay, so it's a blank page. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to add a section. And so the easiest way to do this, if you're doing this yourself, or if you already have a website with us and you just want to go to town on it, like come over here and click add a section and click design, and it will give you all of our pre-made sections. So you can have services, but what we're talking about here is like a little summary. This little blurb I just copied is a little summary of what we do, okay, or what Tropic Process does. And so I'm going to blow your mind with a couple things here that I'm pretty excited about here. Let's see. Boom. I like this tall image. I like that this image takes up a lot of space because I want this to be like high design, either that one or this one. But I don't like the circle thing there. It looks like a gravestone. We upload a lot of stuff from the web, giving you options here. This one's kind of cool. No, actually, I like my initial one here. So all I have to do is say save section. It'll add the section. Apparently, it's going to add it twice. Oh, no, just once. Okay. So here we go. So we're going to go ahead and add our little title. Boom. Just plug it in. Okay. And we're going to actually steal this. We're going to get rid of these. Boom, boom, boom. Premium. So we're going to take this. Remember our H1 title tags, all that stuff. We need to put that up here. So, there we go. Premium legal support in Florida. Again, Florida. Everywhere needs to say Florida. I think my computer's lagging a little bit. Maybe I should stop leaving 100 tabs open. Okay, we're gonna add we're gonna leave Tropic Process Server in there because no, actually we're not. Actually, I didn't realize it looked like that. Okay, so I can be guilty of spending way too much time editing. Okay, because I'll obsess over the way something looks. And this is what Desi does too. That's why she's such a good designer. But I don't want to do that while we're live. So let me just. I'm already doing it right now. Okay, so I'm gonna remove the bold. You could bold certain letters, but on a website, you should only bold letters that you want Google to highlight. Okay. Okay, let's see. Boom. I forgot to change my brand colors. So up here under theme, that's actually one of the things that I teach, that I like to teach, is your brand color. So you need to have a brand color commitment. Your commitment to your brand colors are going to save you so much mental energy. Like right now, I was getting ready to like try to finagle the colors of this. Why? I don't need to. I have them right here. See this? And so Desi always gets on to me about this because she's like, why? Why do you, you just click right here on Canva and it'll take you'll get your color code. And once you get your color code, you can come back over here. Some of you guys are like, what? It's okay. Okay. So I think actually I already did this. So, but why are my colors still blue? I think I left my primary, that color blue because the tree's blue. I might have to come back in and change it. For now, leave it. So let's get rid of this. Trash can. Okay. When you delete stuff, your image starts to change too. So you got to be careful. One thing that drove me crazy when I first started using these builders, this new design builder, it's called, we've upgraded to AI so that it all talks to each other across the whole platform, but finding your spacing can be difficult. So see, there's zero spacing with this. See all the zeros? And so looking to see why I have a giant gap here is not going to be found in this. So you come up above it, you find that, so you get rid of that spacer. Boom, now it comes up. But do you see how my image got even smaller? Let's see. Oh no, here we go. All right, so I like that. I like that a lot. So now what I could do is I could go back to ChatGPT. I'm gonna check in with you guys here really quick. Are you guys getting some value? Are you guys seeing some cool stuff? Okay. You said yes. Donna is awesome from Suits. One of the cool things that you can do, and I'll just tell you, when you're building websites and you're creating your online brand, you want to see this for long term. Like, where is this going to go? If I start doing this, where is it going to start to pay me? Okay. And so this is already something that is like a project, an extra project. But if I was building a new company from the beginning, I'd be doing all the same stuff. I just price it a little bit more competitively. I would spend more time on it, right? There'd be a lot of different things I would do. In this case, I'm just building it as another project, letting you guys see how to do it, and hopefully it helps somebody. Okay. If you're anything like me, when I first started out, I wanted to micromanage and just do everything. But if I could do it again, knowing what I know now, I would just pay somebody to build it. $1,000 setup fee and $97 a month to be able to accept online orders right away and have all the tools I need. Like, it's a no-brainer. So now what I want to do is I want to create an image with no text, but supports this text on the services page of my website. Oops. Let me just go back up and copy it. So it already has the text, but if you do it like this, you're teaching it inside this project how to respond. Okay. Just going to create an image. Now, I haven't had a lot of luck with AI using ChatGPT with images, but ChatGPT 5 has started to be a lot better than some of these other ones. And I can find a cool image on Google. I could find a cool image on Pixabay or even Canva. Actually, Canva has some really great images. Our website builder actually has some too. Let's see. Maybe it'll give a picture of me on the beach serving somebody. That'd be crazy. It does have kind of those colors though, doesn't it? I'm surprised nobody came inside the studio. You guys in the community, you're invited to come in the studio. You just got to be able to turn your screen on, turn your camera on, and have a chat with me. Okay. This thing's really thinking. Might take a moment. Okay, so it takes a minute because it's really creating it from nothing. I just gave it a little text. But I told it don't include any text. Oh my goodness, what is happening? What is happening right now? What is it doing? Is that me? That's future me. No, I don't know. Let's see. No, he ain't got no. Wait, does he have a beard? No, that's some Jimmy Kimmel looking dude. All right. Okay, this is kind of wild, but I don't love it for this part of for this specific part of the website, but I do love it for another part of the website. I do love it for the part of the website that might have an image on the top, but let's just put it here just so I can show you guys how it works. Okay, so design, you kind of hover over it and say design. No, I don't want design. Actually, I want yeah, they changed it on me here. Let's see, section. Boom, 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 boom. Let me change my picture. So it's a part of this whole section. And so you can actually change the image, but sometimes it doesn't show up properly. Yeah, it's supposed to show up right here. It's like stuck on here. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Let me see. Try in my section row here. Yeah. What's crazy is that it uses different spacings. We have different spacings. Like it'll have, like if you click here, it'll work. And if you click over here, it won't. This is where people have the most trouble with using this. I'm going to have to republish and try it again here in a second, but we'll go ahead and find a better image for this. What I could see is something walking on the beach or maybe somebody professional or something like that. But you want to have build out your services page and add your your ChatGPT. Let's go ahead and do that really quick too before I forget. So I have my pricing. Every Tropic process server order includes. Okay. So that's like a different thing. So we have pricing. So let's do pricing first. I don't want to spend the whole time doing this either because this could take a long time. Some of this stuff just takes a while. That's just what it is. It just takes a while. So, but that's what I wanted to do. What questions do you guys have? What can I help you with? What are the process servers out there doing? What do you need help with? No, I don't like that one. It's kind of cool that it made it green though. Services. So if you're a process server who's in the community, you know, I'm always talking about getting new clients, different ways to get new clients with marketing or sales. But at the end of the day, like this foundational stuff has to be done. Like if you don't set up your website properly, people are gonna come looking for you and they're gonna go, what? And if we built a website for you, there's some other sections you want to get into. Let me go ahead and go to that because I'll spend all day on this. So let me just cancel. And so it auto saves for you. That's one cool thing about the builder. You can set up your contact page. So if you come back over here inside of here, you take your homepage obsession. Okay, so I like the word obsession with it when it comes to this because first of all, above the fold, the very first thing that they see on your website. Okay, let me go back to the home page here. You can also, this is like a little quick select. You can click on home. But above the fold, pretty much the fold is from the bottom of this screen up before I scroll. Okay, this is above the fold. So you want to obsess that page, of course, because somebody who does scroll, okay. Yeah, I'm going to change this a little bit. I'm going to change this stuff. We go the extra mile. That's kind of cool. That's fine. I'm going to move it down, though. I'm going to add another white section here. But anyway, obsess over this homepage first. And after you've obsessed over the homepage, the first thing you do is make sure this above the fold, before they scroll, has all the things they need to be able to do the three different things. The three primary things that every customer is going to look for, which is be able to order online, call you, or no, not that one. They should be able to order online, call you, or contact us form. Where's the contact us form? Conversations, phone calls, overall client contact. I think I have it down here. This is just another part. I could have swore I put that on here already. Increase overall client acquisition. So yeah, the main thing is order online and phone calls, of course. But if somebody wants to message you, there should be a contact us form on here. I just haven't added it yet. So you have order online. What I like to do here is put a phone number. If you look at our website, Mighty Process Server Directory, if you're Mighty Premium member, you already should already have a listing on our directory. But you see here, this is, I don't like how close the text is to this button, actually. I'm going to have to fix that. Or maybe I'll fix it real quick. But this phone number being here is clickable. If they click it, you see in the bottom left-hand corner over here, if I hover over it, you see it says telephone 407. That's going to call someone on the support team. This right away helps people. What I would do on this part of the page is not ready yet, but eventually it's going to look like this. Our app is pretty much done. But the homepage is actually a really good example of what you want to do. Now, we don't really want people calling us on the homepage here. We want them to either post a job or to search for a server, post on the bid board or search for a server, right? So this is above the fold. If they start to scroll, it's because they want more information. And so we've obsessed, me and my team and the developers have obsessed over this homepage. This homepage will eventually look a lot like this. Okay, we're going to pretty much mimic it, but we need it separate for Google. All right, don't get too far off track here. So that's what we want. We want above the fold to give them all the things they need. So I need to add a phone number here. And man, this thing's lagging. So one of the things you could do is you can add just add text, which is fine. Or you can add a button and remove the background. Move the background colors is another way to do it. I kind of like the idea of a button, like adding another button. So you could just take this button right here and drag and drop it. Oh, come on. Desi's always adding all kinds of cool stuff. All right, text. Trying to add a widget to your header? Yes. What's advanced header editing? Yeah, I have. Oh, yes, advanced header editing. So I like the old editor, actually, our old editor. This one just talks to the rest of the system, but our old editor is so much easier to use. And this is the one I used to use when I built all the time. Now Desi's the one doing it. So it doesn't want me to drag and drop into the header. But I can, I just don't want to force it. So you can actually drag and drop a text here, change it, add it. This is why I always just tell people I haven't built a website in a long time, to be honest with you. But I understand, like this is my builder, right? Like, and I'm over here struggling with it. So I totally get and can relate to what you guys are going through when you're trying to make edits. But it's actually not too bad. Like you can figure it out if you play with it enough. Like what I'll do is I'll drag and drop some text so I can browse presets. So I can go inside the presets and select. Why is it so zoomed in? So I can change the presets, or I can literally just add text over it. Let's browse my presets. Yeah, see, I can change buttons. I can do different things. But I actually just want to add text. Add text, dang it. What's advanced header editing? Oh, it's telling me a help article. Come on, people. I do not want a help article. That drives me crazy. All right. So we'll have to come back to that. Okay. But you need to have a phone number here. And then you need to have, my team's going to laugh at me. You need to have a phone number here. And then we want to have a contact us form right here. So order online button is the ultimate thing. That's what we want them to do. And when they click that, it's going to take them to our online order form. Let me refresh. Okay, yeah, there's our updated pricing. It's going to take them to our online order form. They can select, now just mail me the affidavit. Maybe they want us to, I have to recalculate the pricing. $150 in taxes and fees, yeah. Dang, that's crazy. $500 in taxes and fees. Hey, that's a big ticket, bro. I don't know. I might try to, I'm going to change that a little bit. So it'll change for the higher ticket price. But when they do $497, I gotta fix this, which is not that hard to do. Maybe we'll see, right? Okay, so they can upload their documents, they can upload a proof, they can fill out all the service details, and then hit submit, and they'll be able to submit the order. Once they submit the order, this can go into your Serve Manager account. It could go into your, which I don't recommend Serve Manager, but it can go into Serve Manager. It could go into PST. It could go into my app, which is being developed right now. You can go to the portal. And the goal here by November, October, it's already ready to go. Like you can already come in here and create proofs of service. You can add your attempts. You can add your attempts. You can chat with the client. We're still working on some of the design stuff, but you can create an affidavit, so sign and save, see, add a signature to it. And so the goal is that they fill out this form and it automatically gets put into your server software. And then you can create your affidavits, you can add your attempts, and you can communicate status. So if you're process serving, you haven't come and checked out our app yet, you can go check it out. I believe you can create an account for free. In order to actually use the My Jobs tab, you will have to upgrade and pay the Mighty Premium fee, which is $57 per month. But when you pay that fee, you automatically get access to no, not this. This is our website builder. You automatically get access to Mighty Automation. So not Mighty Automation is basically it's basically a tricked out version of Go High Level that we've added a bunch of automations to. Let's see here. Next, you'll have to show us how to get into the studio. I'm so not technically inclined. Yeah, so there's a link. So if I click here, you'll see the link actually live. That link right there is inside the community. In the community, one of the posts that I sent inside of Mighty Premium. I don't believe I shared it in the Mighty Process Server group. You have to go into Mighty Premium in order to see that link. So again, one of the many benefits I give to Mighty Premium members, I try to just focus all the benefits for Mighty Premium members. You know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 boom. Marshall says, I use AI weekly flyers. Yeah, yeah, you can do a lot. You can do a lot with it. You know, there's a crazy amount you can do with it. So there's a bunch of stuff I wanted to go over. I kind of had this little school on school. I'm building out this marketing basically outline, which is a lot of it's based on my book that I haven't released yet, Mighty Marketing, which is Mighty Marketing for Process Servers, what it's called. And but just a couple other things I wanted to go over is less is more with animations. Okay, that's another tip. So if you're building out your website, you don't want your website when people scroll, you don't want your website to have like things going flip, 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 flip all over the place. Maybe like one cool, like, animation or something. But if it's a whole bunch, then it starts to look janky. There becomes a theme. It should accentuate as I scroll. It shouldn't be the thing, the thing that I'm, it's not Barnum and Bailey, people flipping around or whatever. Okay. Yeah. So use ChatGPT to create your content. Even if you're using a different website builder, like, use your website builder. Focus above the fold. Be different, but easy to understand. A lot of people think that they can create this cool thing, like something different, right? That they can be excited about. But then they think that everyone will just figure it out. Like, you can't create a name for your business and then expect everybody to figure out what it means, Like, I had this logo created in the top right-hand corner. I don't expect anybody to know what it means because the clients I have I'm directly reaching out to, Mighty AI, Mighty Automation AI. But it's going to be servicing all types of different business owners, right? So if you're going to create a business name, that's one thing I wanted to show you actually. So let's go Namecheap. So Nettie, you can edit this part right here for how to select a domain. So let me find it. Search for your next domain. So I'm going to show you a couple things. So first of all, Tropic. Here we go. Let me share my screen. Okay. So with Namecheap, there's a bunch of them you can use, okay? You can use GoDaddy, you can use, there's a whole bunch of them, okay? But Namecheap is by far the best one because, trust me, from someone who builds websites, if you have another one, it's not a big deal. Once you set your DNS records, it's not a big deal. A lot of people are confused about what these domain providers do. They say, well, they host it, don't they? No, they don't host it. They host your domain. It's where you purchase it. It's where you've gotten your license from it. But just because they host it doesn't mean that they somehow own it. Like you can actually transfer it out of them to somebody else or whatever, right? So what I did is I did a bunch of research on different tropical type names. I didn't even think of the name tropic, but um, what I didn't want is something that was area specific. I wanted to use more of a brand name. I helped someone recently. She created Rhino Justice, which doesn't even say process server, doesn't even say an area. It's a brand. And so this is the same thing I'm doing here. I mean, process server is obviously really good for keyword, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to create my primary domain is going to be mighty processor or tropicprocessserver.com, but my email and everything that I want to keep short, anytime I want to keep stuff short, it will be Tropic Process. But everything website related will go back to tropicprocessserver.com. And it's really simple. If you go over to manage and you click on DNS, you can actually change your DNS records. Pretty easy. So let me go ahead and get rid of this forwarding link. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and publish this. Let me see if it's on here yet. Let me see if I can publish it. What do you guys think? Should I publish it right now? And just make the pay off? I don't know. I think it'd be cool for you guys to be able to just see it grow over time. Because obviously my team's going to help edit it and going to get it, dialed in for me. And then I'm going to come in and add stuff and do some AEO, SEO stuff. I'm going to show you guys that too before we end today. But man, I have too many tabs open. What is this? Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. For now, we'll get rid of that. Okay. So we've kind of went over forms a little bit. You can get your form set up. You can get your name. You get a domain and name sheet. You're rocking and rolling there. So our SEO checklist, we're going to get to that here in a second. Just hit publish. I just want to show you how easy this is here. Let me go ahead and share my screen again. So if you think I had and publish it today, comment yes, publish, or comment publish. And if you think I should wait until it's completely perfect, comment wait. Wait. I want to know what you guys think. And while you guys comment, I'm going to go ahead and start this. So if I go tropicprocessserver.com. One thing I hate saying over the phone is PROSSSERVER. When all the business names I've had always include process server because Google wants you to have that. But anytime I can, I get a shortened version, which Tropic Process is perfect. I can do Tropic Process for a landing page as well, for running ads. There's a lot of reasons why. But anyway, what you do is you just plug it in. You click continue. And then the builder will actually give you the codes that you need to make this go live. So let's see what you guys had to say. Marshall says, wait. Which is funny because I remember building your site and you're like, well, it's not ready. Let me tell you something. Publish before you're ready. Publish before you're ready. It's funny when you ask for people's opinions, because what I have noticed, especially with women, is when they ask you for your opinion, they usually just do whatever the heck they want to do. Like you'll say, well, I think it's a good idea for you to wait. I think you should probably wait and, build it all out real nice. And, they're like, I'm going to publish today, I think. You're like, why'd you even ask me? That's what I feel like right now, like a woman. Okay. No offense, women. As if that helps. Okay. So what we're going to do is very simply, we're going to, okay, what's happening? Okay, so this is so simple, you guys. You could do this. our builder has S multi-screen site. That's our builder's destination target, because we don't want your customer to see our branding or anything like that, right? This is all your website, right? So you add a new record. And this is a CNAME record. This is www. And boom. Anytime you want on Namecheap, anytime you want to create a subdomain, it's pretty simple. You just put the subdomain goes here, and then you put your website here. We'll get into that more later, I guess. We don't really need that for right now, but so yeah, you just take your different records. So we have one A record here. We have two A records total, and so we just plug them in. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'm just gonna pull these A records. Now, what I'm going to do, so you guys don't freak out, I know Ryan's like, wait. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to edit the homepage to be like a coming soon kind of page. So yeah, just so you can rest at ease, okay? So to bring this full circle for you, okay, it's that easy. Boom, published, site published. Boom. So now if I click here, it's probably not going to work yet. Don't freak out. Oh, it does work. It's pretty fast, right? But the security certificate's not ready yet. If you have a WordPress site or any other kind of website you're building yourself, you actually have to go pay for a security certificate. That's included when we build a website for you or when you use our builder. So this will be secure. It's just going to take a little bit of time. It takes a little bit of time, 24 hours, up to 24 hours. So cool. So what we can do now is we can go ahead. It's published, but now we don't want this to be published. See, the AI is already trying to help me fix the SEO on this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to pages. We're going to say add a page, and we want a blank page because we want this to be as simple as possible. Temporary temp home page. Let's say coming soon, because sometimes it adds it on the top. So coming soon page. Okay, you guys are getting to see all the back end stuff. So we're going to set as home page. Okay. All right, we're just going to move this up. Come on now. Come on, Sally. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to hide. I'm going to hide from navigation on each of these pages. All these pages I'm just going to hide. Boom, 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 boom. When I used to build all the time, I would build and I would play music. And I every single time that I can remember, it would ban my video. It banned my freaking video. Okay. Marcel's or Sheila is laughing. Okay, so let's keep it rolling here. So it's already, so that's it. You saw how easy that was? And then when I go to create my email, the best thing to do, and I've made videos about this, but I am going to do this. I just don't want to do it yet, is create a Google My Business workspace. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is instead of use tropicprocessserver.com, I'm going to use tropicprocess.com to make it easy. So when someone says, can I email you or email this or that? Because you're going to be telling people over the phone. If you get big attorney clients that call, you don't want to have to tell them tropicprocessserver.com. You're going to say tropicprocess.com. Now, what happens is they're going to, if somebody searches, Mike at tropicprocess.com, we're going to have it forward to tropicprocessserver.com. So I'm just going to do that really quick so you can see what that looks like. If you don't do that, then when people see your email, they're going to go like, well, let me just check out his website real quick. And it's just going to go to nothing. In this case, I had all the domains I have process serving related get forwarded to Mighty Process Server directory, but we're going to fix it right now. So we're going to do a wildcard redirect. What does that mean? It means it doesn't matter what they put. If it has if it has tropicprocess.com in it, it will forward to this new address. So you just put the, standard whatnots in here. And then we're going to say tropicprocessserver.com. Okay. That's it. Boom. I would recommend copying and pasting it just to make sure it works right. I check the DNS records always just to make sure there's not any other garbage in here. Like this parking page would completely mess me up. Get rid of it. Okay. So, while I'm in here, I'm actually just going to switch this domain forwarding to Gmail because I already know I'm going to do that here in the future. Because there is no email right now currently, right? So, but I'm going to do it pretty soon. So I just went ahead and updated the MX record so it'll forward to my email. All right, so there's a bunch of stuff here. I talked about title tags already. I've talked about, I haven't talked a whole lot about meta description. We'll get into that. Set the H1 title tags for the counties and states. You want to have Tampa, Florida, right? Like if you're looking for Tampa, Florida, your H1 title tags should say Tampa, Florida. Your title 2 should say something related to process serving, private investigation, whatever it is you do. And other nearby counties and cities should have H2 tags. Okay. You want to have, 200 to 400 words of unique services in the biography, talking about the different courts that you serve, the different areas that you go to, mention cities and towns that are related to that local area. So there's some stuff that's directory specific because this is my SEO cheat sheet for my team for building out your guys' directory listings. So you want a lot of times your guys' directory listings rank better than our homepage because we use this list. Okay, let's talk really quick about, well, actually, let me create this but before I forget, I want to add something here. Let's actually just go to the home page. I'll show you. So our eventual homepage will have an FAQ section because FAQs are the new answer to answer engine optimization. Your FAQ page should basically be Reddit. If you go to Reddit or Quora, it should basically just be a summary of everything that everyone's talking about on Reddit and Quora. And hopefully they start to mention your name as you provide value in Reddit and Quora. I'm going to talk about a lot about that stuff here in the future, but we're going to get into that a lot with Tropic Process. FAQ, frequently asked questions. So I want something simple, but I wanted to take the whole bottom section. What's this one look like? I'm not a fan of the weird greenness that's going on. I mean, the green is fine, but not that green. There you go. Title or question. So if it expands and moves, that's pretty cool. Let me see if it does that. It does. Cool. So this little section down here, we're going to add all kinds of questions. So basically, you can use ChatGPT to go through this, and you can use the deep research tool that I was talking to you about, and it will come up with the best. It'll come up with 100. So what you do is you keep asking it, but like come up with more questions about process serving in Tampa, Florida. Come up with more questions. It'll come up with like 150 questions and answers for your FAQs. And then what you're going to do is you're going to say, now come up with the most frequently asked out of these 200 or 100 that you just gave me. And those top 10 or 15 are the ones that you're going to put right here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to create a blog post for each of those so that when he clicks this little drop down, I'll click preview. When somebody clicks right here to see this one, right? See how it moves? I just have a little bit of a lag going on, but when they click on the little drop down, it's going to give a new blurb. That should answer the question answer it, briefly. And to learn more about this, read our full article, blah, 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 right here. Boom. And it'll have a link that takes them to your blog. Okay. This is the most powerful part of any website currently, with answer engine optimization changing the game. It really is. Okay. This right here inside of our builder, if you have our builder, you want to go double check and see if your FAQ schema is engaged. Okay, this can help having your FAQ appear as rich snippets in Google search results, resulting in more traffic to your website. And if you don't click this, then Google has no idea if this is just random text on your website or if this is specific question and answers from an FAQ section. So you definitely want to check that, and you want to take your time creating your FAQ section when you build out your website. Okay. Oh, here we go. The chat widget. So this, I was looking for this earlier. This says right here. So you want people to be able to email you or use a contact us form. We're going to add a contact us form to the homepage, a custom order form, and a phone number somewhere on there. Those are the main things. And if you want to get real fancy, you can add a chat widget. I'm not a big fan of it unless you're like, you have it on your phone and you're religious about answering it, almost like it's a text message or a call directly to you. When the app goes off, there's some really cool apps. There's one app called Talk To, TAWKTO. It's really cool. You could check that out. So I see we have a few people hanging in there. It looks like my internet might be slow a little bit, but thanks for hanging in there, guys. So we forwarded our domain. We can get rid of this tab now. We'll go create a new email soon with Google Workspace. Okay. I'm going to update my homepage. So you see I added this. I'm just going to keep adding stuff that I think is important, and then we'll come back in and do the design later. So let me go back to my coming soon page. What I want to do here is just, well, first of all, I want to get rid of this button. So let's change our preset to something more plain. Maybe like this one. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there you go. Something like that. And so you could delete, I could delete this section, hide. Now, what I want to do is I want to add a section, design section. And we just want to say, let's see here. Oh, here you go, coming soon. Design, custom. Okay. I don't want to do this lady there. What's this, coming soon? Okay. Oh, I like that actually. We'll just change it out for a sexy looking mic read, if that even exists. Does it? Oh, did I just delete it? Okay. Let's see here. Bum, 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 bum. See if it'll let me do this. Oh, here we can delete it. There we go. So let me add that section again. I'm going to change it, but I want to, if I can collect emails while I'm in the process of building it, why not? There we go. Well, actually, yeah, she is pretty. So I could add somebody. I could add somebody else here. I can manage image. See, it's letting me edit the image here, but on the other one, I don't understand what's going on. So for this one, she's like a PNG file, right? She's like different. So I could try to create something here on Canva, which is not very hard. Let me just do it really quick. So if you come over here to, let's go main menu, let's go to home. So if you want to create something new, you can actually just, oh man, this thing is lagging big time. So if you click on create, And actually, I think LinkedIn probably won't let me go more than an hour. I don't know. We'll see. See if it cuts off. So what I want to create here is something tall. One of the best tall things is a pin, like a Pinterest carousel ad or a static Pinterest pin here. Let's see if this is it. Yeah, so it's tall, right? So now what I could do is I could just take an image of somebody random. This is like a little ninja trick, you guys. So you could do a picture of yourself as well. Do a picture of yourself like I did here. Yeah. So I could take some of these pictures. Let me just do this one just for fun. My Wolf of Wall Street picture. Yeah. So I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to do it just to see what it looks like. So background remover, we're going to take off the buildings in the background. Okay. We're going to download. This doesn't even look like me anymore. This guy has dimples even. Okay. Wolf Mike. Okay. Okay. So, but doesn't look terrible. And actually nowadays have a little bit more like humor. And honestly, a lot of the people that I'm going to work with, they better be at least somewhat cool. Otherwise, I don't even want their business, which is crazy to say, but it's true. I don't recommend everybody be like me. Let's just say that. Not everybody's like Wolf Mike. Okay. So this picture is very, very high resolution and zoomed in, and she's beautiful. And so mine's not even gonna look close. It's not gonna look even close to as good, but there you go. There you go. People are gonna be laughing about this. Okay. So let's go ahead and take this this lag is killing me. All right, so yeah, see, I click on it and it doesn't do anything for like 2 seconds. 1,000, 1,000. Animation, we want it to fade. We want it to fade in. Slide in. No, not the whole thing. Good grief. Okay, never mind. Animation, none. I was trying to just animate that picture, but obviously. So we want to change this to tropic process. Okay, simple as that. Yep, simple as that. And then I can tell this to send to a specific address. So submissions, I want new submission notification to be sent to a certain place. Form submissions will be sent to Mike at mightyautomation.com. Tropic process subscriber. Okay. Guys, this stuff is not that difficult. I think a lot of people could probably figure it out if they give themselves some time. There's some integrations you can do, a lot of integrations you can do with this as well. I'm actually just gonna delete this. Okay. So tropic process. I do need to create these too. I need to create all the social medias and stuff. But we will do that later. So republish because I just made some changes. Okay. Guys, this is how we publish a website. Once we finish a website, this is how we publish it. We could do it fairly quick. Now, all the details that you saw me struggling with earlier, this is because it's our updated editor. It's not the one I always use, but my team uses it all day, every day, and they can knock them out within a few days. So if you want someone to do this for you, let us know. So one of the cool things is we have the AI. So if you're logging in regularly, and this is the next thing I wanted to show you, if you're logging in regularly, you can actually look and see your tools and things like that. So let's go to stats. Okay, open stats. So inside of your dashboard at Mighty Website Builder, what you're going to be able to see is you're going to be able to look at the stats of how many people have visited your site. Let me check on you guys really quick here. Getting some lag going on. Probably everybody watching their favorite TV shows. Oh man, it says connection unstable. We may have to end it. End it. So it says site has no stats. You can look at your content data, any kind of content that you have, engagement, what people have clicked on your website, traffic sources where people. Obviously, this website hasn't been up very long, but your geolocation. You can look at all of the different tools and metrics in the back end. Yours may not have all the bells and whistles that mine does on Mighty Automation, but you definitely can see your analytics and stuff. Let me show you this thing here. So what you could do is you can click on Fix Now. What I wanted to show you is this, but there's a bunch of other tools you can use as well. Once you start getting website traffic is when you can really see all of it. But okay, so for your SEO, you actually have, obviously I just created this site, but one of the things people say is like, well, it's just a website. Why can't I just like build a website? Almost like they're building a house. But have you ever built a house and then just left it there and not had to make any maintenance on it? No. Houses need regular maintenance. If it freezes, the pipes freeze, they break. Your air conditioner has a filter. I know it does. I didn't know that till I was like 30. But yes, you have a filter on your air conditioner. You have to replace it. You're supposed to replace it like every 6 months, believe it or not. Maybe every 3 months even. Your website is no different because you will link to pages, external links. We don't have any yet. Oh, it looks like we do. Let's see. But if you had some that were broken, oh yeah, see these ones are fine, but they're not our websites, right? But if you link to a site and let's say you link to a government website and the government website changes which they do a lot. I don't know how or why, but they'll change where the forms are or whatever, what page they're on. And so that link will become broken and Google will see that it's broken. It will dock you. And so what you want to do is you want through and you want to use the AI to update all of your pages. So what's really cool is, and the reason why you want to wait to do this until the very end is because the AI will actually read your website and give it a proper title and a proper meta description. If you see in my SEO cheat sheet, that was one of the first things. It talks about SEO meta descriptions and blog posts and towns and titles and all this different counties and breadcrumb schema. All of this stuff is done for you for free. Well, not for free. If you're a Mighty Website Builder customer, it's all done for you right here. You just click on. It's not going to work properly because the pages aren't built out. Okay. But let me just show you. If I hit generate meta tags for all pages. Okay. Oh, I can feed it, right? So Tropic Process Server, Private Investigators, Coastal Beaches in Florida. So it already has some idea. Track down to serve. Okay. So we want to have enthusiastic, or maybe we want it to be more professional. Okay. I like enthusiastic, but that's just me. So I hit continue, and it will actually generate all of the title tags and meta descriptions for each of the pages on the back end, which is what Google sees. Boom, it just fills it out for you. Now, here's the thing. They have different rules for how long things can be. So if it's too long, it will know. And so if you try to create your own and it's too long, it will say, hey, make this shorter. It'll just tell you. So I'm just going to go, even though they're not done, these look actually pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and just add them. Save my meta tags. Okay, so those are good. Now I can come over here and all the images that I have added. Okay, I've added some images. Okay, I don't know why there's a tennis racket. Why is there a tennis racket? Okay. I can go delete it, which I want to do, but I'm actually just going to generate meta tags for now. I'm going to generate for all images. I'm going to generate tags. And what the AI is going to do is it's going to go through and fill it out. Logo for Tropic Process Server with a palm shirt. This is a smiling man in a suit. The mighty Tropic Process Server in a suit, smiling and talking on a phone and while holding a legal document. Okay. Aerial view of Tampa, sunset, downtown buildings, tennis racket. Get rid of this. We're going to delete this. I think before I was going to use this for this specific site I was going to use for a sales page. All right, what are you guys doing? You guys alive? You guys alive and kicking? Nope, walking the pups. Okay, cool. So I'm going to keep going here because there's a lot of great stuff I want to go over. We got another 20 minutes or so. If you have questions that you want me to answer, feel free to put them in the chat. Okay, so one of the things that I want to go over to, we went over some of this already, right? Let me actually get rid of this. Boom. Okay. So you have all your meta tags, you have this stuff, it'll actually do it for you. So I can say, which ones need attention? And then I just go here and say, fix it. Image alt tags. Oh, that's the tennis racket, right? Yeah. So one of them doesn't have it, but I want to leave that off of there to remind me to delete it. So it'll keep popping up on me. Okay, you got your internal links, external links, additional settings, all this stuff. But if you go to, let me go back here. Yeah, if you go to the last section I wanted to show you, that's really powerful, is your blog. But you have to turn it on. Okay, where is it at? App Store. One blog, so take me there. So when you first do it, you may not have access to this. If you're a Mighty Website Builder customer, just let us know. We can turn it on for you. So we can go ahead and hit add a blog. And the blog features that we have set up on here that you can use are just amazing. They're trying to make it more automated, which I like. Our tech partners are building this to be like just the ultimate, website and marketing builder, which is great. But things change, right? And so you gotta like stick with the times, So you gotta stay up with the time. So if you see the blog, you can actually create your blog template, what you want it to look like for the most part, most of the time. And then whatever content you add will show up in the same section. So basically I can come over here and I can add content. I can change my header, make the most of the season, blah, 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 right? So what I would do first is, like I said, I would take the top 10 FAQ section, top 10 to 15 FAQ topics that we talked about earlier, And from ChatGPT, we'd have ChatGPT do like 100 or 200 of them and come up with the top 10 or 15. And then I would just create these. How long is that going to take? Do I want to do that? I think you guys get the gist, right? I am going to do it anyway, but I just don't want to spend the next 30 minutes doing it. So, and I would create this. So let's just say blog post 1. So blog post 1 from FAQ. Okay, so just to give you an idea, and I'll hit save. And that'll be 1. And it's not published. So I'm going to hit done. Oh, it is published because these were the practice ones. That's why. So I can say I should just come in and delete these actually. Let me just delete these. Delete. Because listen, if I don't delete them and Google crawls them, it's going to be a problem. So I can just I can just unpublish probably, but oh, the lag is crazy. So let's go back. All right, let's go. Yeah, the lag is wild, you guys. Delete. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Come on now, delete. So what you could do is you could create this. I unpublished it, so now it's just saved here as a draft. But what you can do is you can create a bunch of them. You can say blog post from FAQ 1, and then what I'll do is I'll come in and change it. And so I'll preset the 10 or 15. Maybe just start with 10. And those are just answering the question, around 200. I would try to get at least 400 words, okay, and then create a really good image as a cover image, as a header image. And so that's what I want to do right now, really quick, is I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what it is to build a blog article, like a template version of it. So I can recreate it very quickly. So post title. Process server in Tampa sets new state record. Okay. This is going to become controversial, but it's also going to be awesome because, because that's the prevailing wisdom is that they'll never pay more than, $65 or whatever. And then those guys turn around and pay their servers $15. Okay. So the image, the image with the dude is going to be pretty epic here. ChatGPT image. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is going to get some people so a lot of process servers are going to have a problem with it. They're going to be like, not cool, man. But it's marketing. It's the best way to market is to get people talking about you, including attorneys and other people. They're like, you couldn't get it, my guy couldn't get it served. Well, what do you expect? He's just a local process server. You need to call the Tropic process server. Who's that? Who the heck is that? Oh, this guy, he'll like fly anywhere. He'll go here, he'll go there, he'll do all this stuff, right? That's what you want. So when I saw the picture, I thought to myself, it's not good for a header image because it's too much, right? This is too much. But for a header image that blocks off the face a little bit, zoomed in the way it is, it actually is perfect. It's actually a perfect image for this. And because this article that I want to write, this specific article I want to write it is a little bit flashy. It's a little bit of a flashy article. It's a little bit of a in your face kind of like, So serving Florida just got a little pricier. Just got a little more rich. Serving Florida just got what? Comment below. Serving Florida just got what? What do you guys think? Serving Florida just got what? Got more expensive. But the end goal is for people to hire me. So I don't want to completely like say, hey, I'm raising your fees, you know. Um, I spelled Florida wrong. Florida. Oh man, come on. Credit in that. Oh, it's the lag. Dang it. Florida. Just got a facelift. Okay. And yeah, so you create something like that. The goal here is to put an image. I used to put this like flashy image right there, but actually what you want to do with the header image is either A, delete it, or B, put something here that's real. So maybe a picture of me serving a guy on the beach, and or maybe me holding up $5,000 for the serve, because that's what I'm going to talk about, right? Server got paid $5,000 to serve child custody, whatever. Nobody else could find him. The sheriff tried to serve it. I probably won't do the sheriff perspective, because a lot of times the sheriffs are the ones that point you in Florida, and I don't want to piss them off, so I'm going to steer clear of that. But yeah, just keeping it somewhat controversial, and then basically all of your text goes here. Like all of your text stuff goes here, and then you can throw in a random image. Okay, if you want to throw in a random image, you can insert an image. The best thing to do is to keep it simple. Have ChatGPT look over it. Don't put emojis, okay? In my opinion, they're not good. You have your Facebook integration here, so people from Facebook could comment. If you posted this link in a post on Facebook, you could integrate it so that your Facebook comments from your post show up here. It never looks good in practice. When I've seen people do it, it never looks good in practice. I think you just have to have a huge Facebook following for it to make any sense. But that's going to be my first article, because I want to have that one show up on the side panels over here. It's the one I'm going to post on social media in different places to drive people back to my website. Remember, if somebody's going to pay a premium, it's because they want, for the nostalgia or whatever, for whatever reason, they got money and they want somebody. I'm definitely going to remove this picture, you guys. It's just there for right now. So let me go ahead and republish. My blog post, I need to hide that page. So if you add any links, you got to hide the page. Let me just go ahead and hide that page. Just go hide it. Fighting with this delay is crazy. I hope it's all not pauses constantly online. We'll see. We'll see what the recording shows. Okay, so that's pretty much it for websites. We could talk about Google. We talked about a lot of SEO stuff. We talked about how to set up so people could contact you. I'm going to go through and do all that again. I just wanted to breeze through a lot of this because I want to touch on the Mighty Automation tools before I get out of here today. So Nettie, you could cap that one, and we'll talk about Mighty Automation now. So if you guys have questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Okay, for now, I'm going to go ahead and X out of this. Okay, if I hit refresh, you'll see it's just did you see that alt text as it was loading? The alt text is like, if for some reason the image doesn't load, it has a text of what it is and actually spelled out Mighty Mike and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure you can click inspect and it'll tell you too. Let's see. Yeah, here you go. Mighty Mike, the mighty process server in a suit, smiling while talking on the phone. That's funny. Yeah. So that's what Google reads, you guys. That's what Google knows. Google only knows what you put in the code. And if you don't put it in as alt text, Google doesn't read it. Crap. Yeah, I wanted to show you that too. So on the website, you can actually see the mobile responsiveness. But I already, you guys have seen that before, I'm sure. Display verified badge if you have a listing with us, show a number of jobs. Okay, yeah, some of this other stuff is directory related, how to serve legal documents. Oh, yeah, these are some FAQs. Some of the most popular FAQs. You want to track your keywords. So, one of the things I didn't show you yet that's really, really important is Google Search Console. So, on the Google Search Console, you can put your different websites on here. Let's go look at 123 Legal Support. So 123 Legal Support's got over the last 7 days has 756 impressions, and you can come over here and see which keywords are ranking the best, how many impressions you have, how many clicks on based on the searches, the queries, right, or searches based on what they've said. And so you can actually change what you're doing based on what you see here. Google Search Console's like your report card for your website. Like I recommend anybody who has a website with us, go to Google Search Console, search.google.com, and then connect your website to Google Search Console so you can keep up with stuff that's going on. Our website builder automatically searches Google Search Console. It's connected to your analytics, and it will actually recommend things. That's what the SEO does, right? Or the AI does, is it recommends SEO improvements based on Google Search Console. But if you wanted to go straight to the source and see your progress report, see your performance, click on your performance, your average click-through rate, how many impressions you got, how many clicks that you got on your website, your pages, your recommendations. You can go through all of this stuff. There's a lot of really cool stuff. So I wanted to make sure to mention that, just give you a high level overview of what Google Search Console is and how important it is to review it on a weekly basis and see if this last 7 days I got 756. It should be, as I go and I fix things, I create new blog posts, I should see this go up. This should go up to 800 in the next 7 days, and then the next 7 days, and the next 7 days. It should continue to go up as I'm doing things to the website, okay? By the way, all the things I'm talking about today are not going to get you a customer today. If you want to get a customer today, you need to go into the classroom and watch the 10K challenge, okay? I updated it today with the correct day one. Day one was 3 hours. And so I edited it down the last time. I wish I wouldn't have. I don't know where the original video is. But I edited it down to the two videos that were each about 10 minutes long that are the best of that first 3 hour section. And then I added day two back, which talks about business development. I was trying to separate them into different courses, but instead I just put it all back in here. So you want to go through all of these at least until day 15, because this from day 1 to day 15, and there's some days missing in here where I was just hustling. Between day 6 and day 13, I was serving papers like a madman, trying to make this one big attorney client that we got happy. And so that's what you want to do, is if you need clients right away, go do the Be the Backup Challenge. The 10K challenge could be called Be the Backup Challenge, because that's what it is. I'm cold calling attorneys. I'm sending emails, getting my rate sheet in their email inbox. I could go in person and smile and shake hands and kiss babies all I want. But if my email, when they search a certain county or when they search process server in their email, if my rate sheet doesn't show up in their face, then I didn't do my job right. Okay. This is why the Be the Backup is so powerful. Let's see here. How about serving in Florida just got more bougie? I love the word bougie. Yeah, that's actually not bad. Not bad. So I'm going to actually share this. We're going to put this as a post for you guys inside there. By the way, if you're new to Google, okay, you don't get access to the sheet. What you do is you get access to copy the sheet. So because you can view it, you can come over here and click make a copy. Okay. I don't want people editing what I already have because my team uses this on a regular basis, like daily. So go ahead and just make a copy. Go file, make copy, and then you can change whatever you want. I recommend adding stuff. There's a lot of stuff, other stuff that you could add to this. For example, I know there's 47 different ranking factors on Google, so they're not all here. But these are the ones, the primary ones that you want to have. That's the foundational stuff. Okay. So I'm gonna create a post about that inside the community. If you're not already in the community, what are you thinking? Like, what are you doing with your life? Maybe you're out serving. Maybe you're just like a pro. My SEO checklist. Because you're awesome. Now, some people that don't have a website with us, they're like, okay, where does this go? Where does that go? I get it. You're not going to know how to do everything. Why? Because you didn't show up. And if you did show up and you're like, well, I showed up, well, then pay attention. Now, we can't possibly go over everything all right now. So some of this stuff here is going to get clipped and be added to the marketing course and to the marketing course and the website course. But you guys have that as a resource now. It'll be inside the community for you. And let's just go in here. Let's see. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Boom, boom, boom. So what I want to do now is I want to dive into, dang it, I knew I was going to end up showing that. So Nettie, you're going to have to clip all that email stuff because YouTube's going to freak out. It's okay. Just edit it out. Boom, 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 boom. Mm-hmm. Okay. So what I want to do now, just to wrap things up, is I want to introduce you to the tools. So Mighty Automation, I don't know what my browser is doing here. I'm just going to have to type it out. So marketing.mightyautomation.ai. My computer's freaking out. Okay. So all the marketing tools, I'm going to share my screen in a second. All the marketing tools you need, I mean all of them that you need, are here in the marketing tool. Yeah, Google is freaking out on me. I might need to end this. Marketing.mighty automation. Okay. So do your thing. I think it's because I had to change my password. Oh, I have to enable pop-ups. It's always something, It's always something. Let's save it for next week. I'll save it for next week. I basically, today I went through like a shotgun, all the things website related. Okay. Just a recap. If you're just tuning in, okay, we went over why you need a website, how to optimize your website with the 3 different things people want. They want to be able to call you. They want to be able to order online from you. They want to be able to submit a contact us form. And actually the little bonus one is the Donna out there, my client that I got that sends you thousands of jobs. That person wants to read about you because they want to be able to decide, do we send the next 10,000 jobs to this person? I have to do a little research. Do they have a slogan? Do they have a company policy? Are they a business? Are they a company? Do they have a business plan? Are they going to go out of business next month? And I'm going to look like an idiot for telling the boss that we should send the next 10,000 jobs to this company. People wonder why ABC gets all the business. Well, it's because they're a huge company. They pay for all the insurances and stuff that these attorney clients want. They have people when the phone rings that someone answers, right? There's a person behind the person when that person's sick. So it's not just attorneys that are looking for process servers like that. It's any business is looking for somebody who they can hire. One time when I was in a presentation trying to get a child support contract, I remember one of the things they asked me is they said it was me and my ex-wife came with me, and we had I think 2 servers serving for us, and we were serving lots of jobs. And so I nailed the presentation, everything, and I was talking to the guy, and he said, "Yeah, but Mike, these are 3-year contracts. What do we do if you were to die? Like, we're going to be tied beholden to this contract. Is there somebody else to serve? If you're serving, 30, 40 papers a day and you pass away, how are we supposed to serve our stuff? Is there somebody in your company that can handle those jobs?" And the thing is, like, I wasn't prepared for the question, and the slight pause that I gave thinking about it, I think I would have come up with something pretty good, like, "Oh, like, don't count me out just yet." I would have probably used humor and then brought it back in by saying, "We have a lot of people on our team. We have a trust set up. We have all this stuff." But that slight pause that I gave, my ex-wife, who never speaks during presentations, jumped in and said, like, "I can serve them." It's like, sure you can, but that's not the security they're looking for. You're now grieving your dead husband. So anyway, it was a really big flop, and we didn't get that contract. Somebody actually ended up getting it down in Los Angeles, from Los Angeles, and then tried to hire us to serve the papers for $20. And I was like, absolutely not, because I knew they were my competing bidder, and they bid like way underbid on the contract. I think we were bidding $65 a serve, and this is after we had went up to $97 a serve, and so for our normal website rate, and we've since raised it a lot since then. But and she anyway, so long story short, you just gotta build your website. You gotta have things that the Donna out there can read. If you don't, then you're not going to get that customer. You're just not. Eventually, she'll call you and have some weird questions that you never get, like, "Do you guys have a company mission statement?" And you're thinking, like, "Lady, why are you wasting my time? Do you have a serve for me or not?" Don't do that. Don't do that, because she has 10,000 serves for you. Be patient. Be professional. Be a business. Okay. We talked about online ordering. A lot of people are unsure about what to do. How should they put pricing on their website? Should they put their pricing on their order form? Stuff like that. I actually recommend that you don't put your pricing like front and center on your website, like I'm going to do, because you can put it on there somewhere, like obviously on your rate sheet or something, but don't have it front and center. Make people have to click through to order from you, and so at least start the order form and get down to the point where it says price. If they do that, a lot of times they're more committed, because they've taken so much time to fill out your form, and then they see the pricing and they're like, "Oh man, it's like, it's $90 or whatever. I was hoping for more like 50 or something." They may just go ahead and order because they're like, "This guy's been really professional. The business seems like they're legit. Let's just go ahead and order." And you'll get that. I promise you'll get that. And you will see Tropic Process. I mean, I got to get legit in the local area, of course, if I'm going to be serving myself. But most likely what I'll do is just take the orders and hire somebody local to serve it, for $50 or whatever. So once you got your online order form set up, you got your website set up, you're receiving orders online, you're receiving phone calls. If you're receiving phone calls to get rid of spam, create a phone tree where someone has to click 2 or click 7 in order to it'll say, press 1 to leave a voicemail. Press 7 to reach an operator. They're not going to, all the spam auto dialers, trust me, I'm a real estate guy. I use auto dialers. One's called Mojo Dialer. Another one's called Call Tools, Call Rail. There's a bunch of them out there, and they don't press a number. Some of them now will press 1, but they won't press another number. It'll go boom. It's like a 1, the sound for 1, which is kind of crazy. It's a sound. But they won't press 7 or 9 or whatever. So if you do that and you make the person listen for just a second, and to reach an operator or to reach our customer support team, press 7. And they press 7, then boom, you're going to get rid of 90% of those calls. I get people that say, like, Mike, I've been getting so many calls about my website, and they want to meet with me about SEO and all this kind of stuff. It's like, the reason why you get that is because when you first publish your website and it gets published to the domain authority website on the Whois, it's called the Whois transcript, that gets published. And if you don't pay that extra fee to your domain carrier, which I always pay, if you don't pay that fee to your domain provider, that like $5 or whatever it is, when you buy your domain, let's say your domain is $10, you pay an extra $5 for security, and that masks. It's called masking. If you don't pay for that masking, what will happen is you'll get on a list, and so it's basically like they know that you just bought a domain. They know that you now have a domain published, so they immediately use AI to crawl your page and see anything that might be wrong with it. Same thing my website does, right? My website will crawl your website so that it will tell you what's wrong with it, right? So they'll do that, and then they have an auto email that will get sent out to you telling you all the things that are wrong with your website and how you need to fix it. And they may even have auto dialers that are calling you. Okay. So long story short, get rid of spammers. Use the AI tools that we have set up inside the builder. And rock home, my friends. That's awesome. So if you guys have questions, let me know. That's what I do. I do marketing. That's what I love. It's what I do all day. It's what my community comes to learn from me for. And so next time I want to do this, we have a roundtable coming up. And so the mastermind that we have coming up next week on Tuesdays, we're going to have some Q&A and things like that. But let me know if you found value in this. If you think me doing it on YouTube and LinkedIn and Facebook and doing it in this format like this is helpful. If it is, I'll keep doing these. If it's not helpful, then I won't, because it takes valuable time from me. I could be doing a lot of other things. I could be playing guitar. I could be building another website. Okay. So go get your free SEO cheat sheet. Okay. Checklist. Start reviewing your website, making sure all of the stuff on your website is updated. And if you are just beginning, okay, go to the community, go through inside the community and go to the Start Here course. I've revamped it a little bit. I'm going to continue to add to the Start Here course to make sure that new people in the community get exactly what they need when they join so they can be the most successful. All right. Now, if you're experienced, you've been doing this for a while, you're like, Mike, okay, cool. Mike, what are you doing here? The only thing I can tell you is that if currently you're doing really well, let's say you're making $30,000, $40,000 per month, but you're not doing the marketing stuff that I teach, you could be a millionaire already. I'm not even kidding you. Like, you got where you got because you got a couple good contracts. You got a couple good relationships. Maybe your daddy built the business and now you took over. Okay. And you made it even better, let's say. And you're doing some of the marketing things. You're networking with people. If you aren't sending an email, if you aren't posting at least once per day on all the social media channels, if you aren't creating a blog post per week, okay, if you aren't doing these things and showing up to networking meetings and being of value to other people, you probably are leaving a lot on the table. And, it's the good versus the good, better, best. In our church, one of the speakers gave a talk about good, better, best. There's a lot of things in this life that are good. Okay. You could justify what you're doing now because you could say it's good. But isn't there something better? Could there be something better that you do with your time? Okay, instead of watching Desperate Housewives or whatever. I have no problem with watching TV shows. You want to watch TV shows like Yellowstone, that thing could have, if they would have kept going, they'd had me forever. And then best. There's something that you could do that is the best use of your time. And if you always look at it like that, good, better, best, you will find the best use of your time. Spending time with your family, going out, making money to support your family, providing security to your family, this type of stuff, right? So I hope this is helpful, you guys. The whole goal here is to help process servers crush it, help them with marketing, help them with their website. Today could pretty much be summed up as a website day. Basically, we did a little Mighty Automation AI Hangout was what I called it. But we talked about the website part of Mighty Automation, which is Mighty Website Builder. So if you don't already have a website with us, go check out mightywebsitebuilder.com. mightywebsitebuilder.com. There you go. mightywebsitebuilder.com. And if you're inside the community, thank you for joining. Thank you for hanging out with me here for a little bit on YouTube. And I will see you guys next week. Take care. Be safe. And as always, live mighty.
That's a wrap on another episode of Process Server Daily, where the legal support industry levels up. Want to grow your process serving business with the best marketing tools, the most engaged community, and the highest ranking directory online? Visit mightyprocessserver.com. Claim your listing. Join our free community. Surround yourself with process servers who get it and build something real. From the field to the courtroom, this is Process Server Daily. Until next time, stay safe out there and live mighty.